let's talk about Lost Peak aside. It truly is a lost peak. Like, the peak was lost along the way. Okay. Here's the thing. This game just came out. I don't know if y'all remember this. This was first announced back in 2016. And it was literally a guy just fucking around in Unreal Engine. And he was inspired by just FF15 and Versus 13 and like DMC and shit. And he was literally, you could just tell in this trailer, he was just fucking around. It's like vaguely gesturing at an aesthetic and at concepts, but clearly there was nothing fleshed out there. And as a game on its own merits, my argument is that this should always look bad. Listen to the dialogue.
That dream again.
That dream again.
Better this time.
Better this time.
It's time to resume our journey.
Well, it's time to resume the journey. What the fuck are they talking about? What the fuck are they talking about? This is like, this was AI generated dialogue in 2016, dude. GK, what up? That's what I'm fucking saying. This shit never looked good. It's my mean take. The thing I said on Discord to the boys. Wait, oh my god, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Try the demo for Lost Soul aside, I'm overcome with a profound sense of embarrassment for the video game medium once again. I was about to warn people and be mean about it on social media, but I've decided it's much more educational to let anybody who's still checking for this game 10 years on to get hit with the reality check for themselves. I'm fucking funny, dude. I'm a pretty funny guy. It's literally, they fucked around in UE4 for 8 years and it barely functions and there's no semblance of actual game design. This is what I want to really hone in on. Clearly, it was just random shit. It was just random shit that this guy thought was cool. And I'm not saying there's no like skill and no dedication involved with that. Of course there is. But that's not the same as actually knowing how to put together a game. Or like something creative. And you know what this reminded me of? This is like a really weird comparison. But so Andre 3000, he released this flute album. I want to say it. Oh yeah. Yeah, he had the flute album and then he had the piano EP. I didn't listen to the EP. I actually like the flute one. So this guy, Matt Shipp, he's a very famous jazz musician. And he listened to the Andre piano EP, and he wrote this whole spiel about it. I checked it out on YouTube, my impression of it. I think it is complete and utter crap. Horrific, god-awful, insipidly wretched nothing. Oh my fucking god, this is some atrocious shite. Is he some type of fucking asshole? Is he a complete and utter dilettante? Very strongly worded, very fucking mean, right? I'm not saying this level of intensity is justified at all. I love Andre. I think you should have space to just fuck around sometimes, right? However, he says a thing at the end here that I found is very profound. He says, there is nothing refreshing about the naivete of it. That sentence haunts me. That sentence honestly haunts me. Cause like, I think you're inclined to look at this and sort of respect the blind passion of it. But guess fucking what? This guy got a paycheck from Sony to make a whole fucking studio and to fuck around for 8 years and to make this. Okay, hang on. This is my favorite thing. Every time a cutscene ends, the character spawns. This is a thing you'll see in a lot of like janky kind of games. The character spawns a couple centimeters above the ground, and then you see them land with a little thud. Look at this. I think he was actually below the ground.
Skycrest Badlands.
So fucking true. So fucking true. Oh my god, that's such a good comparison.
Long time.
What the fuck? Why does the audio not play? That didn't happen to me yesterday. Okay. I mean, let's look at the fucking comment. When I say there's no semblance of game design, obviously you can see it's like very unimaginatively copying all the fucking popular tropes, right? There's an equipment menu, there's like all the shit, right? And then you look at the combat. This is one of the worst feeling games. It feels very, very sticky. And then when you press honestly, the attack animations, this is gonna sound extreme, right? A DMC2 is more polished than this. But it has the weird DMC2 sense of like my character is very weirdly always snapping forward when I press anything.
You're asking for this.
I don't think the footage really conveys it. There's like parts later where it feels like all the enemies are just active at the same time and just attacking you from off screen with absolutely no telegraphing. It's like, even analyzing on this level feels like giving it too much credit, right? There's other games that telegraph themselves poorly, right? This just feels like it's not a game. This feels like it's like they're just fucking around in Unreal Engine with like no real knowledge of how to make a game, you know? That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like, oh yeah, they just made some poor decisions or whatever along the way. No, it just feels like they didn't know what the fuck they were doing at all in the first place. Oh yeah, this is the best clip. This is the best clip. Look at this.
They have energy fluctuations.
I mean, number one, no hit stun, right? And it's like, again, we look at other games and say, oh my god, they don't have hit stun, blah, blah, blah. But at least they're like real games. This doesn't feel like a real game. It feels like they fucked around on Unreal for 8 years. And none of them ever like shipped a game before. They all just animate at the same time. Oh my god, dude. So this part really got me, right? They walk up to this random piece of rubble.
Let's get past.
This random section of rubble. Now watch what happens. Okay, he warps up. That's like reasonable, right? You want to get up there. That's like reasonably efficient. But then look at this part.
It's a real mess here.
What, like, why are they doing all this? Why did they do it? This was a random fucking section. Why is he doing like slow-mo Matrix parkour dodges through like fucking rubble? Yes, dude. Oh my god, Alan, my good friend Alan, bless his heart. He was like thinking, oh yeah, this might be like on the level of Wukong or Stellar Blade. No. Those are like real professional productions. All right. No, it's different. No. Oh my god. No. You can't say that. No. He's trying to gas it up. Let me look at this. Oh, I remember this one.
Isn't this supposed to be a festival?
Oh, that's so good. Okay, guys. Okay, wait. Watch this.
What bad timing. It's...
Why does... That did not happen in my demo when I played it. Okay, he's saying, you're rebels, blah, blah, blah. Then I, Victor, will judge you to your deaths. It's like, again, this comes totally out of nowhere, right? And he says exactly what he means, right? He says like, yeah, I don't like the rebels, I will stop you, right? And then he says, something feels off about him. That's just one more reason to fight him. Okay, my whole thing. I keep going back to this whole idea where it's like, it's so naive and it's so... Again, I think people are captured by sort of the passion for it and like the aesthetic. Earlier I said something about it just strikes me as very embarrassing. I feel like this only happens in video games, right? This only happens in video games where people latch on so strongly to literally nothing and put this game that clearly was never a real game, put it on this pedestal, and check for it for like 10 years. Why is that meaningful? Why is that actually important? Why is that something like anybody cares about? To me, that does not compute. Again, I don't find it cute. I don't find it endearing. I just find it like kind of embarrassing and kind of cringe. And I was even thinking, my most insane take on this, make fun of this take if you want. This is like a function of capitalism. It's like, okay, somebody at Sony thought, oh yeah, this looks promising, right? You only think this if you don't know anything about art. You only think this if you think, okay, there's a business opportunity here, right? Oh wow, this one guy clearly put something together on his own and it got like 4 million views on YouTube. That's saying something, so I should give him money because he'll make me more money, right? That's literally capitalism. I don't know what a perfect communist society would look like. Yeah. I was like trying to think of other examples in music or film, and I feel like people might still get scammed. Like money givers, money makers, they might still get scammed and invest in bad projects that are clearly like kind of nothing and hot air. But at least those won't get insane public attention, right? You won't have people on Twitter making like a whole bit about it and like thinking this is actually something, right? Again, I don't know what a perfect communist society would look like, but I want to think that if you want to make art, it would have to be something you can't just fuck around, right? You have to kind of prove that this is it's somehow serving a purpose in society, right? It's somehow enriching society and somehow making it better. Now, the slippery slope there is that maybe I don't want to say that, okay, only shit that like serves the highest amount of people gets made. Obviously, that's not something I believe in, right? I believe in like niche art. I think that should exist. But this is not that either, right? This is not like, ooh, this insane expression of creativity. It's just, again, it's like kind of naive, blind passion. This is an inside gag. The Americans won't get it, but like, oh my god. This is sort of naive, blind passion, and it gets to thrive, it gets air, it gets oxygen, thanks to capitalism, but it's not actually artistic. I don't think just because you're passionate, you should be able to get to make like bullshit art. That sounds really mean and harsh, but as someone who like, you know, I like kind of want to be a developer myself, I don't think it's cute. I just think it's kind of annoying and stupid. I feel like, GK, your point from earlier is great, that like, okay, you could consider this a W for this guy, that he got paid for like 8 years, right? He got to make a studio. However, you don't really know where it's gonna go long term, right? And I think it might have been better for even just for this guy to give him the reality check early, that like, hey, maybe make something a little smaller. And maybe have an actual idea. Don't just make an FF15 ripoff on the basis that like dumb gamer boys think it like looks cool. So yeah, that's my take on that. Let me see. Oh damn, you're actually enjoying it? Okay, I respect it. See, if you're enjoying it, that's cool. I'm just more like, I have a lot of like schadenfreude right now for all the little gamers, again, who were checking for it for 10 years and they're now falling on their face. Oh my god. I have played the demo. I have the demo on my PS5 still. I thought I might stream it today, but like honestly, I'm not feeling it. Yeah, GK, I think intellectually that's gonna be interesting. I do kind of want to see that. I do want to see how it performs. But like, see, I think that's like a perspective that I don't relate to. I don't just latch onto an aesthetic. I want to see the creativity in a game. I want to see the dynamics. I want to see what the ideas are. I don't just want to see a guy with a sword slashing stuff. Because that's what this trailer is. This first trailer. Oh my god. My soul left my fucking body when I saw it was $70. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Holy fuck. Is it aura and hype moments? See, I think with Black Myth, at least they made a real game in the end. Yeah? I don't think it looks very fun or interesting, but at least they made a real fucking game. Literally that energy. Literally that. See, yeah, but the thing is, he was doing this for 8 years. That's why it's literally proof that doesn't work. You should start small. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's, funnily enough, you're correct. Well, but they're funded by a Japanese company. That's the thing. Like, Sony got involved there, right? So, I don't know. Like, Black Myth was better. Clearly, Black Myth Wukong was better. So, and like, for what it's worth of Black Myth Wukong, you can sort of say, okay, it's like, you know, it is like making some kind of sincere attempt to represent Chinese culture and do something kind of evocative with it, you know? Like, I don't know. I have a lot of problems with China, right? Black Myth Wukong, it still feels like government psyop to some extent. But I mean, it's a game. It's a real game. What the fuck is this? Yeah. Oh yeah. Honestly, that part of it is like, oof. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a perfect way to put it. Yeah. Okay, guys. That's my take on fucking Lost Soul, Lost Peak aside. After today, I'm gonna. Obviously, y'all saw the bid, right? Y'all saw the fucking bid. Like, this is the tagline on the PlayStation Store, by the way. Save your world. Save your sister. Save your soul. It's like, why do people check for a game that looks like this? Why? Why? Explain it to me. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh, it makes me so upset. I had another one. The journey of... This is the Amazon page. The journey of a hero. Luisa is gone. She's gone? How could this happen? We had plans, a future. Everything should get better. But it's over? No. We have to keep... Like, This is the way I was writing when I was 12. I'm sorry, that's insanely mean and condescending. I mean, there has to be an element of this that's like not fully translating to the English language, right? But it feels like stream of consciousness, random concepts, random fucking idea. I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know. Oh, this part. This is like, okay, this has to be like a machine translation or something. Series spectacular attack combinations with your weapon in high octane and dynamic battles. Like, I think series, they mean string together. I think probably in Mandarin maybe, like that word makes sense in that context. It does not make sense in English. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Okay. I put myself in a fucking frizz talking about this, dude. I'm cooked.